Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Wednesday morning. It is January 22nd, I believe. Yeah, I'm looking at my calendar. Yeah, it's January 22nd and it's 2:45 in the a.m. I was MIA yesterday because I'm having some respiratory issues. Yeah, that's me. Uh, so I'm drinking my Breathe tea and trying to get uncongested before I start coughing again. Anywho, yeah, I was MIA. And I was MIA for a lot of reasons. I'm thinking about, just the face of social justice now, what it looks like for us. What are we willing to do? For those of us who are following the political climate, are we willing to engage in civil disobedience? Yeah, that's what they call it. But for me, I'm just going to call it a flat out, in my best New York voice. Nah, son. Nah. There's some things that are about to take place that, it's pushing the envelope of segregation. It's pushing the envelope of what I like to refer to as socially acceptable racism. And I shared that, I have a friend, and I call this brother a friend, who is a white male, born and bred in the South. And this brother likes to say, that the South has dealt with its issues of racism. And I consistently have to check him on that line of thought. Yeah. And, being a New Yorker and knowing that, this is a consistent pattern in New York as well. There's certain neighborhoods that you automatically become suspect in or targeted when you enter into them. I don't care how affluent you are or how you present, because you must present a certain way, in order to get into these areas. That classic line, I'm not black, I'm OJ, that kind of mentality. Yeah, you must present in a certain form and fashion to get into these areas. We just have a socially acceptable level of racism. And then people get bent out of shape when you call them on their racist thoughts and ideologies. Well, if it walks like a duck, that part. Or they like to tell me, I'm too sensitive. No, I'm calling out your sense of entitlement and privilege that you've inherited. That's part of your vocabulary, that's part of your demeanor, that's part of your history that you enjoy the heck out of until you get called on it. Why do certain rules apply to you, but they don't apply to me? Why is it that certain entities can enter into your neighborhood and make money off of you, but then you're going to police the heck out of me for my patronage? Walmart. Or you're going to penalize me for seeking employment in your place, in your hiring practices. I'm good enough to work to death, or to ask to do double shifts, but I can't be management? Or if I do make management, it's at a lower pay scale. That part. But you don't think you need DEI. You want to teach this romanticized version of history wherein a certain group knows better than the group that inhabited an area, and teach that folks willingly took on, the process of assimilation. It's forced assimilation, folks. Or better yet, colonization. Yes, if I restrict what you know about you, then I can control you. Hence, you can't speak your language. Hence, this is your history. Hence, we're going to change history. Or we're going to limit what you know in these books. Yeah. And we're going to censor any other kind of reading that you have. That is manipulation. And then it's colonization, folks. See, we need to learn what that means and why it's being done, as opposed to saying, I don't want my kids learning this. You don't want your kids learning the brutality and the harshness of history, then don't do it and don't perpetuate it. Now, that being said, I'm going to get into a definition that, it's part of our vocabulary as a group of people. And this word has no color, but it does. So I want you to think about it. The term cakewalk. We take it to mean something easy. You know what it was? The origin of that word? It was basically a form of entertainment for slave owners. See, on the weekends or weekend hours after a slave was told to go to church, and I'm going to get on that in a minute, in the evening, because this is a Christian society, and that the Klan was a Christian organization. See, that's why people don't like the word Christian, because it's been co-opted for some nastiness. But, cakewalk was a form of entertainment. It was a dance. So intricate moves for the slave owner. And the winner of such dance contest got a piece of dessert. Yeah. Hence, cakewalk. That is the origin of that word. See, if you pay attention to the lyrics of They Not Like Us, instead of listening to it as a diss track, if you really pay attention, it's a history lesson about the brutality of colonization. And if you pay attention to policies and politics of this day, I want you to track a timeline of the steady regression, not progress. Seen as and labeled as progress to racists. It's labeled as progress to bigots. It's labeled as progress for hatred. But it is a regression for those who love Christ and are called according to his purpose. Think about where we're going today.